People of the Gambia, I greet you all and welcome you to my videos. Today I have to make some clarification here, just a little bit of explanation for people to understand one thing that I want to say. I would like to inform you that I used to do my videos in 4 different languages. Now, I received some suggestions from some followers that I can reduce this to 3 languages that are mostly spoken by every Gambian. That is I use English, Mandinka, and Olaf, because that a lot of people speaks these 3 languages, and what I say in English is what I say in Fula, in Mandinka, and in Olaf. So it will not make sense to use all the 4 languages. So I can just reduce it to 3. So suggestions came that all the Fulas can either speak Mandinka or Olaf, because these are the languages that people use the most. I'm sorry for doing that, but the Fula language is always very, very important to me because I always say it. I always speak Fula. It's my language. Now, our topic of discussion today, like I promised last week, that I am not a politician, but I want to talk about the kind of politics that we have in the Gambia. The kind of politics that we have in the Gambia, I personally refer to it as amateur politics, because we don't do things the right way. That is not the way politics is done. A friend of mine came to me the other day. He asked me, why is it that in the Gambia we are having so many political parties that are coming up? Why not we stick to the same political parties? Well, my answer to that question was so simple to him, that why wouldn't they? They are the young people of the Gambia. But remember, since 1980s, 1970s or before, the same people, the same political leaders, the party leaders, are the same people that are always going for elections, and they are heading their parties every election for 2-3 decades. They will never leave, they will never win. They cannot win, and they cannot also leave. And they have very, very good people within those parties. They have intellectuals within those parties, but those intellectuals have been overshadowed by the party heads. All of them. I don't mean any single party. I mean all the other parties. They have the same faces that are on their ballot boxes since 2 or 3 decades ago. So if those people cannot leave, if they cannot also win, so how do you expect the young people to follow those parties? This is our generation. We don't want the old faces anymore. We don't want them to fade away, to go away. Move out and give the young ones the chance. Because you've tried. All of you political leaders in the Gambia, you've tried and you've tried and you've tried, you failed. Based on those facts, I personally recommend you to step aside, take the back seat, and then allow the young ones to come up. Because this is their generation. Otherwise, they will go and form their new political parties, despite the fact that they knew that they're not going to win. But how do they want to do this? They knew that even if they're not going to win, if there is an election, they will have some supporters, obviously. Not every supporter. Now, what they can do is the party that is up front, because we're going to use win by percentage, no political party will win at the first run. So the second run, they will see which party is leading. They join you so that they can own positions, big positions in the government. Otherwise, you don't see them. So it cannot be one-sided. These people, the young ones, the young prospects in the Gambia have knowledge. They were being overshadowed by the former government. We have intellectuals in this country, and now is the time that we're seeing that we have intellectuals. But because of politics, they are hiding. You need to allow them to come up and make changes in this country. But since 1986, the same party leaders up to today are the ones, the same faces that we're seeing. How can the young ones follow in? When they come and join those parties, they will be backsheeters and they should be up front. Now, my next thing is our selection of political leaders is very bad. Into politics, we look at popularity. When you have a political party, you cannot select people based on what you know about them or whom you know. The selection should be done based on rallies that are made by party militants that are interested in being the leaders of those parties. Let's say, for instance, there is election in 2019, and there is a political party that is headed by somebody already. How is that possible? That cannot be done. What we can do is, if there is election to come 1 year or 2 years before the election, each party should have interested militants that want to lead the party. Now, those militants that are interested can submit their intention, a letter of intention that they want to be part of, or they want to be the party leader or the flag bearer of the party. Now, they rally, 15 of them or 10 of them, they rally within the same party. Now, the one that gains the most popularity from the population, now that person should lead the political party. But this cannot be achieved if political parties are formed by individuals. In the Gambia, this is what happened. Individuals create parties and invite others. In that way, you cannot do that. But let people come together and form a political party. I will just give you one example of a new party that is coming up. That party is formed by a group of people, and then they are going to rally. If they rally, the most popular person will be the one to lead the party. This is what is democracy. This is what is politics. But we have people in the Gambia that claim that term limits must be in place, that people are greedy to be leaders, and those same people have been in the election process. They've been the head of their political parties for 2-3 decades. They've not been thinking about themselves. You're thinking that somebody should step down after 10 years, and you are also being the head of a political party for 30 years. You don't think about that. Come down, take the back seat, and then allow the young ones to go ahead and then feed them, help them. Because you've gone for election once, you do not have the popularity that you need. Second time, third time, still people don't see you. People don't read about you. People don't want to know who you are. Change. Maybe there is somebody within your party. If that person comes out, a lot of people will love this person, and your party will have voters. Your party is losing is because of you. You don't understand that. Some parties are losing because of the head. Because people don't like the head of the party. You cannot understand that. You will never win and you will never leave. You clinch on that power, and you're saying that other people are power hungry, forgetting that you are also power hungry. Because you are the head of the party and you never want to step down. Let militants from the parties rally, 10, 15 of them for a year. Then we will know who is a politician. We will know them by their names and whom they are. Within the political party, the same party, we will know who is the best. Then let that person comes out and represent the party. Not select and say, okay, this one is more educated. How do you know that he's more educated? Do you know his morals, his or her morals? Do you know his attitudes? Do you know what he can be able to do for you? Let people rally and say what they can do for the general public. Then let people choose who is saying the best. Then we choose the person for the political party to be the head. Then we can vote amongst these best intellectuals from other parties, if we cannot be able to form 2 political parties. But if we can form 2 political parties, That one also is the best. Two-party system. Those ones will be the powerful ones. Then we can have other small ones. Then people rally the best from each party, that we vote in between those two people. Those people. But somebody, I personally can just jump up here and I have some supporters, I have some sponsors. Just have my sponsors and call them aside and say, you know what, support me, give me the money. Then when I get that money, I call few people. Say, hey, you know what, join me. Then we form a political party. Even if we don't win, we can have some positions in the government that will win, because they will not win in first go. So we have to join them, then we win. That is what is happening. So in order for the young peoples to be seen, they will have to go and create their own political parties. Because they are being overshadowed by all the particular political leaders that never want to leave. Since 1980s to 1990s to 2000s, still you will never win, you will never step aside. And the young prospects are there seeing you, and they've seen that you are not popular, and you know that when they come up, they will be more popular than you, and they will bring more votes for you, and you still don't allow them to allow the young ones to come up. Then they showcase their talent. We vote for them because it is our generation. Your generation is past. Allow the young ones, people in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 30s and 40s and 50s, those people can come up and then do something. But you in your 60s, in your 70s, in your 100s, we don't even want, you can come, no problem, but you've been here for a long time. You cannot win. So don't come. We don't need that. We need people that are already, that we don't even know about. Let them come and showcase their talent. We vote for them and they come in. Take the back seat, all people. You've been there, you tried your best, and people have not seen you. People cannot see your manifest. People cannot hear you. Step aside. Let people rally within your parties, and then let them be chosen by the people, the party militants, not you. Don't dictate your party. If you dictate your party, you become a president, you will dictate the country. وَمَا جَلِكَ بِعَلَى اللَّهِ بِعَزِيزٍ إِنَّ ذَلِكَ عَلَى اللَّهِ يَسِيرٌ.